Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tessa. I do kind of everything, but I've been sticking to books and everything books lately, so if you enjoy that, please stick around. If you are not new here, welcome back. It's nice to have a friendly face, and I hope you're excited for this video. Today we are doing something very exciting. I've never done it before. But we are going to do the book prompts, pick my September TBR. So it is August 28th. So we still have a few days left of August, but I figured this would be a fun way to do this. I got this idea from Rachel Catherine. I think she's like the queen of doing this. I don't know. I think that's what I've heard. But I love watching hers every single month. So we are going to get into it. My little lemon cup of prompts. I did this yesterday, so I honestly can't even remember what I put in here, but we'll see. To start, let's go through my TBR right now. So I moved all of them to this top shelf because I do have a TBR cart coming, but it won't be here until like September 2nd, and I wanted to film this before September. So next month we'll have the cart, and it'll be a lot easier to tell what books I have and have not read. But I moved all of my books that I have not read yet up to the top shelf, minus a couple being like the Harry Potter series I still have on the bottom shelf just because I didn't want to have to move them all up. And then some of my Cassandra Clare books are behind these that I have not read, but honestly, I'm just not really feeling one of her books right now, so if I think of one and I want to pick it, then I'll just pick it. But these are the main ones that, I'm really interested and excited to read. So let me zoom you in or get you closer and we'll go through these really quick. Okay, so I've kind of moved you closer. The first two books here are thrillers. I'm pretty sure I know Riley Sager's is. I think The Housemaid is as well. It's by Frida McFadden. Then we have Riley Sager's new book, The Only One Left. We have Twisted Games, which is a part of the Twisted series. It's the second book. Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. We have Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi, which is a crazy series right now. People are raving about. We have A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, which is actually crazy because currently I'm reading Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, which I didn't even know. Then The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros, the same author that wrote Fourth Wing, which I loved. Then we have The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Wather. I don't know if I said that right. We have the one and the only Crescent City. Now let me take a break really quick and just talk about this. The next book does not come out until like January. Oh, this is a terrible angle. The next book does not come out until January 31st. So I'm sorry to disappoint, but I will probably not be reading these this month. I kind of want to push it. That way I can read it and kind of have everything refreshed by the time the third one comes out. So I'm just worried that if I read it in September, by February, I'm not going to really remember it. I'm not going to reread it because it's a chunky series. So I think I'm going to push these. If I get a prompt that truly goes with these books, then okay, I'll pick it out. But I just don't have the time this month, and I also want to wait. So those are my thoughts on that. We have Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves. This is by Mary E. Pearson. Then we have Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising. I've heard this one's good, this one's terrible, and then it ends on a good note. So I don't know what to take of that, but we have those three books. Sorcery of Thorns, which I almost actually picked instead of Divine Rivals. I'm glad I chose Divine Rivals right now, but this is a book I'm really anticipating. We have The Stolen Heir by Holly Black, which I don't know if that comes like after the folklore series or not. I'm gonna have to look into that. We have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Then we have right here, Then She Was Gone, which is another thriller. I should have put that over there, by Lisa Jewell. Things We Never Got Over, Things We Hide from the Light, which is a series, and then If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. So let's move it back and we'll get into the prompts. Okay, we have our prompts, so let's pick one. I rolled these really small, so I'm hoping I don't get multiple. A book with many point of views. So I think, is this one many point of views? Yes. Okay, so I think I'm gonna choose Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This is a book that I know has many point of views. I know these do too. I know. But I'm gonna put it off. I'm gonna choose this because I've heard amazing things about it. It is a thicker book. It's around 500 pages, but I'm excited about this book. They came out with a beautiful version at Barnes & Noble. It's like all white with gold. Hopefully I don't love this book so much that I need to go buy it, because I really don't need to buy any more books, but it might happen. I also think that I'm going to pick out about 5 books. I know that's not a lot, but with the time frame that I have, I also feel like I'm not going to finish 5 books, so we'll see. But let's read the back of this. It starts with a stunning new adventure set in the kingdoms of the Remnant. And then it says, a formidable outlaw family that claims to be the first among nations, a son destined to lead, thrust suddenly into power. 3 fierce young women of the Rattan, the Queen's premier guard. A legendary street thief leading a mission determined to prove herself. A dark secret that is a threat to the entire continent. When outlaw leader meets reformed thief, a cat and mouse game of false moves ensues, bringing them intimately together in a battle that may cost them their lives and their hearts. I have never read the back of this. I'm excited about this book, so let's put this down here with the loves of my life. Okay, set that one out. Next, book prompt. A book by multiple authors. Okay, so I actually think I only have one option for this one, and that is 11 Other Words by Christina Lauren. If you guys didn't know, Christina and Lauren are 2 authors, but they put it as one. So this is the book I'm gonna choose. I heard a lot of good things. Sarah, if you guys don't watch her, you should. She's amazing. Sarah, Des, Rachel, Catherine, all of them. Haley. Sarah loved this book. I think it's one of her like top books, if I remember correctly, of like all time. So, and the cover is just stunning. So this is the book I'm gonna choose for this one. Even though I think it's my only book by multiple authors, I don't care. I'm so excited to read this book. So let's read the back of this one. Macy Sorensen is settling into an ambitious, if emotionally tepid, routine. Work hard as a new pediatrics resident, plan her wedding to an older, financially secure man, keep her head down and heart tucked away. But when she runs into Elliot, the first and only love of her life, the careful bubble she constructed begins to dissolve. Once upon a time, Elliot was Macy's entire world, growing from her gangly, bookish friend into the man who coaxed her heart open again, only to break it on the very night he declared his love for her. Told in alternating timelines between then and now, which I didn't know, that's interesting, teenage Elliot and Macy grow from friends to much more, spending weekends and lazy summers together in a house outside San Francisco, devouring books, sharing favorite words, and talking through the growing pains and triumphs. As adults, they have become strangers to one another until their chance reunion. Although their memories are obscured by the agony of what happened that night many years ago, Elliot will come to understand the truth behind Macy's decade-long silence and will have to overcome the past and himself to revive her faith in the possibility of an all-consuming love. That's cute. I'm really bad at reading synopses, so I apologize. I'm just like, I read so much better in my head. But Love in Other Words will be our next book for September. Next book prompt. That's kind of a nice short one, so maybe I'll take that on our cruise this month. Oh, this is a very long one. An author's whose first or last name starts with a T. Huh. First or last name starts with a T. Oh, goodness. We have this one. No. Well, we only have one option. Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. I really want to start this series, but it's so long, guys. It's so long. And I'm not someone that reads a series and then stops and reads another book and then continues the series. When I'm reading a series, I read the entire series and then I move on. But this is the book. This is my only option, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm missing something. This is the book we are choosing for our third prompt. So if you guys didn't know, this is like a dystopian, I think, kind of fantasy book. It's really popular on Book Talk right now, and I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard that like this, like they have like little novellas in between some of the books, which is why it's so long as well. That some people say it's like a 4, not including those novellas, and it's like a 3 including the novellas. But I've heard that people are like 5 out of 5 stars, so very like mixed reviews. Let's read this one. The moon understands what it means to be human, uncertain, alone, cratered by imperfections. Before I continue reading, I know this is like her touch is fatal. That's all I've heard. That's all I know. And there's like a romance in this. Let's see. No one knows why Juliet's touch is fatal, but the reestablishment has her plans for her, plans to use her as a weapon. But Juliet has plans of her own. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovering a strength to fight back for the very first time and to find a future with the one boy she thought she lost forever. So I'm excited about this one. It is another small one, so that's kind of nice. Fast read. Maybe we can pick 6 books because of this, but we'll see what the rest of our book prompts pick. Okay, next book prompt. Oh, sorry, let me show you. I think I have one. Yes. A book you bought based on a booktuber's opinion. Okay, so I actually have a lot of these. I think because we're getting into the fallish season, I am gonna choose The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Haley Pham, she loved Riley Sager, so like the author itself I looked at because of her, and now I have to read all of his books. I've only read 2 so far. I've read Lock Every Door and then The House Across the Lake. So this will be my 3rd book by him. This is a mystery kind of thriller book. Again, I know nothing about it. I honestly don't even read synopsis. People are like, oh, this is amazing, and I just buy it. So is that a red flag? I don't know. So let's see what this one is about. This is kind of a long synopsis, so I don't know if I'll read it all because I kind of want to go into it with an open mind, but let's see. At 17, Lenora Hope hung her sister with a rope. Okay. Oh my god, what? Oh my gosh. Now reduced to a schoolyard chant, the Hope family murders shocked the Maine coast one bloody night in 1929. While most people assume 17-year-old Lenora was responsible, the police were never able to prove it. Other than her denial after the killing, she has never spoken publicly about that night, nor has she set foot outside Hope's End, the cliffside mansion where the massacre occurred. stabbed her father with a knife, took her mother's happy life. Now, it's now 1983. I love how he did the synopsis. I think it's a he. It's now 1983, and the home health aide, Kit McDear, arrives at a decaying Hope's End to care for Lenora's after her previous nurse fled in the middle of the night. In her 70s and confined to a wheelchair, Lenora was rendered mute by a series of strokes and can only communicate with Kit by tapping out sentences on an old typewriter. One night, I'm like so interested right now. One night, Lenora uses it to make a tantalizing offer. I want to tell you everything. It wasn't me, Lenora said, but she's the only one not dead. As Kit helps Lenora write about the events leading to the Hope family massacre, it becomes clear there's more to the tale than people know. But when the details about her predecessor's departure come to light, Kit starts to suspect Lenora might not be telling the complete truth, and that the seemingly harmless woman in her care could be far more dangerous than she first thought. Long synopsis. Worth it. I couldn't even stop reading the synopsis. I'm really excited about this book. I'm glad I chose this one, actually. Very, very glad. And because I'm getting into that like fall season, like it's kind of getting chilly out, maybe just for this week, but we'll see. I'm excited to read a thriller. I haven't read one in a while. So that is our 4th book. Let's pick out one more and then we'll kind of reevaluate if I want to pick out another one. I kind of don't want to stop. This is so fun. Okay. A book with a cover you love. Okay. This is hard because not that I pick books based on their covers, but I sometimes do that. Let's see. I love A River Enchanted. I love The Summer of Broken Rules. I love these, but I'm sorry. That will be next month. Look forward to it next month. Don't love those. I love this one. Okay, I have 3. I have A River Enchanted, which is probably the one I'm going to choose because how can you not? This book is beautiful. I love The Summer of Broken Rules, but because it's, oh, I need to take that sticker off. Because it's kind of like I'm in the fall mood, I don't really want to read this. And this one I like, but it's like I like the other ones more. So I think we are going to choose A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. This one, again, I know nothing about. Who's shocked? I don't know. Let me see. This is about 465 pages, if you're interested. It's a bit of a chunkier one, but let us read the synopsis of this one. This is another one that Hannah, a Clockwork reader, she loves this one. And I think I first saw it from her video, but since then I've seen a lot of other booktubers pick this book up. So let's see. It starts with a letter in an anonymous journey across dark waters. 10 years after being sent away to the mainland to become a bard, Jack Tamerlane, I'm so bad at names, I'm sorry, is summoned home to Cadence. Girls are going missing from an island, and Adaria, his childhood nemesis and the future leader of the clan, believes Jack is the only one who can find them. The elemental spirits that dwell in every breath of air, splash of water, blade of grass, and flicker of fire find mirth in the lives of humans, and a bard's music is the only way to summon them and ask that the girls can be returned. Yet, as Jack and Adaria get closer to solving the mystery, it becomes apparent that an older, darker secret about Cadence lurks beneath the surface, and no harp song may be strong enough to stop it. Interesting. Again, I didn't know what to expect, but it wasn't that, but that's cool. This cover is beautiful. I just had to choose it. Honestly, if I wouldn't have chosen this one, I probably would have done Love in Other Words because I love that cover, but this is the 5th book. You know what? I'll pick one more, but I'm only holding myself to 5 books. So this one is just for fun. And if I don't like the prompt, then I just won't do it, right? Let us see. A book you have been putting off. honestly, I'm not going to do that one because Shatter Me. That is the one I would have chosen for that one. Because it's, oh, awkward. Every other book, I haven't really been putting it off. It's just not, like, I haven't really had them on here a long time. I would say Dance of Thieves has been on here a really, really long time. And other than that one, it would be these. All the rest are fairly new. Sorcery of Thorns is one that I guess I would have chosen for that. And honestly, if I have the time, I'll read this in this month. But let's just stick to the 5 that I initially said. So let's go over these one more time and end out the video. First book we chose was Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Why do I always do that? Mary E. Pearson. The book after that we chose was Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I have to show the cover every time. After that, we got Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. Then we have a thriller, which I'm excited I got kind of a little different genre. Riley Sager's The Only One Left. And then lastly, we have A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. So I am so excited to read these books this month. This is really fun. I think I'm going to do this every month now. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any book recommendations, not that I need to buy anymore, let me know and I'll check them out. A lot of people have, whether it's Instagram or on YouTube, and I've been checking them out, guys. I'm reading your comments and I'm responding. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to stick around for more videos that I make and upload, go ahead and subscribe. It helps me tremendously, and plus it just it makes it more fun, you know, when you have so many more people watching. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!